Johannesburg. And Mike, okay, so all of the charged miners have now been released. Remind us again of how they came to be arrested in the first place, because as we just mentioned, it was pretty controversial.
It was very controversial indeed, Tony. They were arrested and charged under what is known as a common purpose doctrine, which basically says you do not have to commit an act as long as you were in the vicinity, you could be responsible for it. So they were charged with murder resulting from the death of more than 30 of their colleagues during that strike last month. However, there was a massive public outroar, many pointing out, in fact, that that common purpose doctrine is based in legislation that was used extensively in the apartheid years against those demonstrating against the then white-ruled regime. The National Prosecuting Authority was forced to back down eventually, agreeing to drop all the charges. So we now have more than 200 of these miners released from prison, all charges dropped, the murder charges gone away.
And Mike, where does this story go from here? After all, there is a strike action taking place. Both sides seem pretty dug in at this point.
Well, the strike action is continuing, remembering as well that this is regarded by mine management as a wildcat strike. The union leading the strike says that it will not return to work or order its workers to go back to the pits unless they have a wage increase. Mine management says that until the workers go back to work, there can be no negotiations about any increase whatsoever. The situation complicated by the fact that another of the unions operating at that mine has signed what is called a peace agreement with the mine owners and the holding company of the mine itself. However, that union, which has been leading the wildcat strike, says it's not going to sign any agreement at this stage. The strike is going to continue, and so clearly is the potential for violence around that particular mine. The question, Tony, is to what extent this strike spreads to other mines, both in the region and also further afield throughout South Africa.
That is the truth. All right, Mike Hanna for us in Johannesburg. Good to talk to you, Mike. Thank you.